getting ready to go to the hookah bar.
Hold up, did I just say hookah bar?
Well, I'm getting ready to go to the hookah bar.
What? That doesn't sound like a place I would ever go to. I don't even think I would like that sort of environment. Why would I even consider going to a place like that? Philosophy. Week 3. Homework assignment. Do something you have not done before. Before you go, think about what it'll be like. What you think the people may be like. I could not think about anything interesting that I hadn't done before. I couldn't think of anything that the class would find interesting. I could go to breweries in Fort Collins, but what if I wasn't allowed to bring my video camera in? What would I bring back for the class to see? An empty beer bottle? I sat thinking and thinking until it hit me. A place in Greeley, a place I had heard my sister talking about. Yes, I remember being completely shocked that she would go to such a place. After all, she was only 18. Was that a good environment for her? A hookah bar? The more I thought about this, the better the idea seemed to be. I would be outside my element and had no idea what to expect. I have to admit, after hearing her talk about it, I wanted to check it out. What a great idea! Of course, I couldn't do this alone. I needed backup. My brother Stevie and his girlfriend. I asked my brother and his girlfriend if they wanted to go, and not to my surprise, they answered yes. While I was getting ready for my mini quest to the hookah bar, I took a minute to reflect on some of the stereotypes that I had. From my perspective, or my lens, smokers had somewhat of a negative association with me. I wasn't real sure why. Many of my friends and respected colleagues smoked. Perhaps it was the young kids that smoked that I drew the stereotype from. In high school, the smokers seemed to have a bad rap. Perhaps this was my association? As I reflected more and more into my thinking, I realized why I felt what I was about to do was bad. For some reason, a hookah seemed like something that pot smokers would use. I was associating pot with the hookah bar. With these thoughts running through my mind, I started to wonder if some of the people at the hookah bar used pot. I took a minute to stop my mind from racing and think about what sort of people may be at the hookah bar. I pictured younger adult males, maybe gangsters, perhaps teenagers that dropped out of school. I really didn't know what to expect. Finally, we headed to Old Chicago's to get a bite to eat. Many thoughts still racing through my naive mind. I had to ask my brother a few questions, since he had been there before, and later to my surprise, finding out that he owns a hookah himself, the questions started to flow. I have no idea even what a hookah is.
Hookah?
Yeah, so tell me what it is.
Okay. So like it's a big base with a stem on the top, and the stem has a bowl that you load in. And then you put the shisha in the bowl, and the coals on top of the bowl. And the coals catch the shisha on fire, the smoke travels down through the stem. When it goes down to the base, the smoke builds up, and out of the smoke, that's where you have your hoses and whatnot, whatever you want to call them.
As my brother Stevie started to explain the hookah to me, I started to get bored and confused. I really didn't understand anything he was saying. With the beauty of editing, and to save you the time it took him to explain this to me, I googled hookah after I got home to find out the following. Basically, you put the tobacco at the top, known as the bowl. Water sits in the base and acts as a filter, and you suck the smoke out through the hose. Simply put, now we can move on.
What do you want to call them?
Is shisha just tobacco? Or
Yeah, it's just cleaner tobacco. That's all. And instead of, you know how like cigarettes have rat poison and weird things in them? There's nothing like that. It's not like addictive.
And there's all different flavors, or
Yeah.
and how many people can smoke it?
Well, it depends on how many hoses there are, but the ones down there just have one or two.
I just have this notion that most of the people there are scary and like younger, maybe
Well,
geeky.
if you were like 14 walking into there, yeah, you'd be, yeah, there's a scarier crowd. But if you were walking into it, it's not.
Is it like the same people there every time?
Yeah.
So the same people go there every time, smoke.
Being in a college town, like there's a certain atmosphere, I'm sure as you know, that comes with certain college students, like Greek life especially. And so I think that in that way, bars and really someplace that like is kind of more chill, like not where were you going, frat guy.
There are a lot. It's just it's a late night hangout place. It's when everything else is closed. They're open.
When everything else is closed, it's open till 2, so are the bars.
Well, yeah, but they don't get to drink. They brought it at the bar. So
I
they can't be at
understand.
the bar. It's just another bar. That's all it is.
Finally, after all of my questions were answered and eating a whole pizza by myself, we were on our way. On our way there, I noticed that we were heading towards the bad part of town. Pawn shops were starting to appear on every corner, bars next to the pawn shops. It was a little scary. However, I felt like I needed to keep an open mind for this event. And did I mention my 18-year-old sister showed up?
Oh my gosh. It's sweet. We can pick you up with that. Is your ID? Excuse me. Yeah.
Actually, your stamp card.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of that. You know, if you guys want to take that yin yang cable, that yin yang cable, that.
Walking in at first was a little intimidating. Wondering if they would not take welcome to a camera had me a bit nervous. The room was dark and smoky. I felt like I had entered a mystical place. I originally thought the place would be like a casino in Vegas, unbearably filled with smoky smell that could stain your clothes for days. But to my surprise, I was dead wrong. While smoky it was, the smell was that of blueberry pie. The smoke smelled nothing like that of cigars or cigarettes.
I'm just shocked at how big they are. They look like trophies.
The hookahs reminded me of large candlesticks or perhaps World Cup trophies. They were remarkably large and everywhere. We were seated in what appeared to be a mini gazebo, decorated with Christmas lights. The elevated platform was lined with pillows. It was a tight squeeze for the four of us, but was strangely cozy. We ordered the blend and sat waiting, sipping on our cups of green tea. My experienced brother Stevie was up first, taking a drag out of the boa-shaped, snake-looking head and showing off by blowing the smoke into the camera. Look at me, taking it all in. I may as well have looked like a tourist with a camera attached to my left eye. I was taking in so much. I will say what shocked me the most is that the people didn't look like I had imagined. Most people were students from the local colleges and studying. Whether on their Wi-Fi computers, surfing the internet, or reading books, it appeared to be the hip place to study. My sister was up next. Honestly, I had no idea what I was about to see.
I'm just gonna get air until you get started. Oh, nope, we're pretty good. They're gonna start for you. Oh my gosh!
Somehow, my sister has bypassed me in life and was a pro at smoking the pipe. I almost fainted when I saw her blowing out perfectly round puffs of smoke in the air like Krispy Kreme donuts. I was up next. Fearing I would cough like hell, I took it easy at first. One small puff so I didn't look like a novice, and one giant step in trying something new. The taste of the smoke was pleasant, just like puffs of strawberry and banana air.
Here's the trick. Is when you first inhale, that hose, all the smoke settled out of there. So you have to breathe in the air from that hose. Then the smoke starts to come.
After I thought the lane bus had pulled in to stay,